One challenge that our business recognized that I think that I've known for a long, long time in my management career was the ability to control the sales process and understand it fully and be able to document the interaction between the sales force and the customer at the farm gate. The challenge gets to be too many times that information gets in the salesman's head, and that basically is where it stays. And so that if they leave, the information leaves. So understanding your customer gets to be harder and harder because you're trying to do it through a third person, which in this case is the sales team. So when we started to look for solutions, we looked at a number of sources, and we're glad we found Insight. Insight provides a tool that not only gives us the ability to manage the sales process, but it also gives us ability to access Agris data and use it in analytics across the spectrum of our whole company and bring value to our organization. But when you start to see overturn and you try to bring continuity from one sales staff member to the next, it's huge on our business because we lose so much time trying to reestablish the connection with the customer that it's a big impact on our business. We had one very unfortunate event when one of our key sales agronomists died unexpectedly, and he had a good following of customers, and our inability to track the sales process after he left, because when he passed away, all that information went with him. There was a time of mourning that cost us some business as people looked at other suppliers as a time to try and change, time for a change during that difficult time in our company's existence. My main desired outcome when seeking a solution for this was to find something that would quantify the sales process, document it, and create a story. We have multiple salespeople calling on the same customers, and too many times they were not sharing data across the spectrum. So you'd have the energy guy calling on this guy and the grain guy calling on the same member, and at the end of the day they weren't sharing the information. So we were looking for something that would create more collaboration in our company, and this was a great tool to do so. We looked internally. We had somebody build us a system. They built really nice dashboards, looked like a good application for what we're trying to do, but it could not bring Agris data in, and there was no way it was going to be. And the other one was Salesforce, and Salesforce had a really good story. They have a good product, but they did not have the ability to get Agris brought into our system, and that was key for us choosing a partner to go forward with on the CRM solution. If you were going to look at just total dollars and cents to justify the cost of time and expense for this project, you'd say to yourself, is it worth it? But at the end of the day, when you look at the potential lost business, the co-collaboration, the networking that goes on, the cross-selling that goes on, we find that the benefits far outweigh the cost, both in time and dollars. Probably the positive surprise, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, was the fact that having a CRM platform works as we thought it would. It creates that synergies in our company that we were hoping for, and that all came to fruition. That was one of the things that you couldn't quantify going in, but it turned out to be a pleasant surprise at the end of the day, that it validated our information, our quest for information. It's creating more collaboration with our sales team, so they're seeing a more unified approach to how we approach their business, because at the end of the day, they want people coming to them that are connected to their operations, and I think we do a much better job of that. And then a key to our success is management buy-in. Our management team reads their reports. Nothing is more frustrating to a sales staff member than putting information into a system that nobody looks at. I start my day out every single day looking at the sales reports because of how important they are to understanding our organization. We've measured the success of Insight by the ability to understand the customer. We've got real-time data right now that we're using to analyze. For example, prepaid sales were lagging. We got to the end of the year, they picked right up, and they actually were more than they were last year. We're seeing that in real time. We've seen a rough winter in our part of the country, which is a good thing because there's lots of moisture along with that, but that slows down our ability to get to the field. So we can quantify and measure as we get to the field if we're catching up to last year's numbers and see it in real time and see real savings to our organization. Are we deploying the right assets and capital to capture those opportunities? And we can analyze them on the go with Insight.